Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Taisho Alice, and we are in Kaguya's route, and it has been a hot fucking minute since I played this, because I'm sure as you're aware of, at this point, we still have Color X Melis Unlimited going up, and we have now Pio Fiore going up as well, and so I did the other parts of this, took a break, did a little Color X Melis, got Pio Fiore, recorded a bunch of that, and it's like, shit. Plus, this one is now hard to do with the guide. I need to connect it to, like, my extra TV screen, so it's like, so some days at night where I'm like, I could record an hour of this, but then I'd have to hook up to my TV, and I just don't. So, it's like it's been like a week since I did this. So, I have no idea what the hell is going on. It took me forever to figure out where the hell we were and what choice I was on and what save we we're on, so I think I got us settled. For you, it's been like a week. For me, it's actually been a week too, so, or at least, if not more. Nah, probably only a week. Anyway, so here we are, continuing on right where we left off. So, anyway. Oh, and that reminds me. Yes? As I was brewing our post-breakfast coffee, Cinderella spoke suddenly. I was talking to Snow about you two last night. About me and Kaguya? Instantly, I froze. Did he find out about our secret trysts? Did I say Kaguya when we started this part? See, I knew I was going to, like, slip back into calling him that. Anyway. I heard you got amnesia. Oh, that. Right, of course. It's a lot. Did my puppet tell you? Kaguya shifted his gaze to me. I miss doing his accent. It's probably terrible, and you probably all hate me for it, but I enjoy doing it. Even if it's terrible. Oh, there's a little yellow birdie on our patio. Anyway, sorry. Should I have kept it to myself? Cinderella has a lot of connections in this town, so I figured he'd be an asset to the search. Ah, I see. Seriously, you should have told me sooner, man. I had the total wrong idea about you. Sorry, mate. Kaguya hung his head guiltily. That said, I didn't think he needed to apologize at all. Oh, by the way, ignore the previously read down here, if you noticed, and someone was, like, probably thinking of it. I figure I should call it out. I was trying to figure out where the hell we were, so when I loaded this, I was just quickly skipping through to find the next choice so that I would know where we were in the guide, and I was like, skip, and I was like, it's too much of this, and this is going to get confusing, and then it's like I read it, but I didn't read it. Didn't read any of it, trust me, I skipped so fast. And I couldn't get to it, and I was like, let me just go to the prior save, and just skip through, and, like, click the same choices we made, and like, where, okay, and then figure out where I was, because I had no idea where the hell we were, and I was like, I gotta set it up, and because I can't move the guide, because I can't get my mouse off my screen, so I have to have it set up on my other screen. I can't like, oh, let me scroll over, can't do it that way. I mean, I could if I put this windowed, but then the screen is like this big, and it's like, what the fuck? I have good teeny tiny itty bitty vision, but for fuck's sake, that's crazy, so that's what happened. Just ignore that. We didn't previously read that. It just thinks I did because I skipped through it fast. So I hear you're looking for your exes so you can learn about your past. Yeah. Why waste time looking for them when you can make them come to you? Huh? Kaguya and I exchanged a look. You want to get a bunch of chicks in a room together? Then let's throw a party. Where would we hold it? Right here. Right here. Cinderella tapped the table. Cinderella! I clasped his hand in mine. Oh, Cinderella, you're the best! You're so kind and smart and wonderful. Look at his face. He's like, why are you complimenting me? This is creepy. Yeah, I know. Glad to see you've noticed. It took you long enough. It was my idea, though. I promptly pivoted to Snow White. I think the thing I'm not a fan of about Snow White is he looks like one of those little porcelain dolls. Like, perfect porcelain little doll that you put on it. And it's just... Dolls creep me out, okay? Like, I don't mind, like pop figures or, like, certain little, like, you know what I mean? Like, or, like, Barbie kind of dolls. I don't mind those. And I even had some collection dolls when I was younger, because, like, my sister had a bunch of them, and I thought they were cool, and, like, I remember sometimes, like, they were supposed to be like, you just put them up there and they look pretty. But she sometimes would close her door and she'd like, okay, let's play with them. And we'd take them and we'd change their clothes around. Like, you know, and we weren't really like playing, but so I had a few of them. I had a Snow White, a Sleeping Beauty, and a Cinderella one. And I still remember them. God knows where they are. I have them somewhere. And those ones were pretty and I like those. But I was never really a fan of like the baby dolls or like the fancy porcelain dolls. My aunt would get them for me though. Like, oh, porcelain dolls. And they were always kind of creepy. Mom's like, I have some. No, I don't want them. No, I never was like a huge fan of like with dolls, it's very weird. There's some dolls that I actually can like and appreciate. And there's other ones that I'm just like, no. Like, that dolls is a weird line. Okay. There's a weird hazy like between what's like, no, that's totally fine. And that's a little creepy. Get it away from me. Like, I can't explain it. It makes no fucking sense. And he's not like creepy or like, oh god, but it's like, you remind me a little too much of those dolls that are just on that borderline of like, I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, we're like, you might come to life and stab me and I don't like it. But like, you don't look scary, but you're scary. Like, I don't like look. It's one of those weird things. I think we all have those weird things where you're like, there's just something that bothers me about XYZ and I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why I get so pissed off about bananas, but I do, okay? And corn. It's not that I don't like corn. Corn on the cob is great. But like, fuck corn. It's kind of fucking useless. Everyone's like, oh my god, we're gonna have corn. Corn is useless! It's like, it's pointless! And like, just, I don't know why corn is, like, doesn't really have much nutritional value. It does nothing for, like, it's good. But it's like everybody acts like we're going to have our vegetables, we're going to have corn. You just eat a carrot. It'd be better. I don't know. I don't know what, look. Corn triggers me, okay? It's not like someone's going to send me corn, I'm going to get pissed. It's not like clowns. Like, fuck you and clowns. But there's just something about corn and bananas that just irritate. It's just like, ugh. Not like nails on a chalkboard where people say like, I seen, and you're like, ugh, I want to stab you. It's more like when people talk about like bananas or corn, you're just like, bananas and corn. Like, I just feel a little grumpy. I don't know. But like, dolls are that weird thing where you're like, for the most part, like, there are some that are fine, like I said. But just in general, I'm like, yeah, no. That's how no. Which is weird, because I can't say like generally like dolls are creepy, I don't like dolls, and the people are like, but you've got that's a yes, I have a Madeline Hatter doll in my house. She's freaking cute. She's like a Barbie doll. Those are fine. Those don't bother me. I have like pop figures around. I might have other ones, but there's certain ones that I just draw a line at, and he just kind of reminds me of one of those fancy little porcelain dolls, and it's in a weird kind of like, I just sort of feel a little uncomfortable. Like, don't know what it is. That's what it is. I think that's why I'm not a huge fan. It's also the dress and the frilly little outfit, and you're like, definitely one of those fancy little porcelain dolls that like, you just see that person, oh yes, this is my little doll Snow. I put him here. Oh, he comes to dinner with it. We have tea with him. Oh god, you're weird. I could do that with a sock monster, but like, for some reason when you do it with a doll, it's kind of fucking scary, okay? Like, sorry. Anyway, that was a long-ass rant on why Snow is slightly troubling to me. I'm sure his rat's gonna be great, but he's slightly troubling. Also, he's lolly, and I'm not a fan of that, but anyway. So I'm like, it's almost like I'm not looking for, like, I want the rest of the game, but at the same time, it's like, oh, I would have done his route, like, in the beginning to get it over with. You know what I mean? Not, like, at the end, like, yay, save the best friend. This one is the best. Gretel and Kaguya were my favorites. And I really did enjoy Red and Cinderella, so we're saving the end for Snow White? Really? I don't know. But I want the wizard, so you get one good, one bad. Anyway, just whatever. Just thank you so much, Snow White. I had a feeling you were behind it. Yeah, because he's slightly creepy. Anyway, no problem. Wait, but how do you reckon we'll pay for it? I raised my hand to volunteer. I'll pay! But Cinderella grabbed my wrist and lowered my hand back down. I'll pay. I consider it a token of apology for, you know, punching you that one time. Oh, I'm not bothered, really. Kaguya's so fucking sweet. This is gonna go dark real fast, but like, something bad is gonna happen because but he's so adorable and sweet and innocent, and I just love him. And I think he's gonna stab me. I don't know, I'm concerned. Yeah, well, I am. Look, man, if you don't want to do this, and just say so flat out. That's not it. I just feel awful making you go to such lengths on my behalf, especially when you're already letting me stay here. Oh, don't worry about it. My brother loves to throw crazy parties. He's not doing it for you. He's doing it for himself. Yep, that's our Ouch! I tried to chime in, and Cinderella rewarded me with a smack to the head. Notice he doesn't smack his brother because he might break him because he's a porcelain doll. Oh, sure, you'll hit me, but not him. This is discrimination. I rubbed the sore spot. I can make the food myself, so we'll save money on catering. All we need to do is decide the time frame and the party size. I looked from Cinderella to Snow White. Likewise, they exchanged a glance. Well, as they say, go big or go home. Tomorrow it is. He answered with a flawless smile. That's a quick-ass party. By the way, we're having a party tomorrow. Show up. People are like, what? It's one of those things. You're like, hey, tomorrow come to my house. This is how you get me to do things. Hey, want to come over like right now or tomorrow? Ooh, God, no. I need more notice. How about next week? Sure. I'll probably tell you at the last minute I'm not going to go, though. Just don't like leaving my house. My friends know this. They're like, that's why we come pick you up. That's true. That's the only way you're going to get. Or you're coming. We will come get you. You're doing this. My friend didn't even actually believe I had a car. Which is bullshit, because I've driven to their house before. Like, but seriously, because I got to get my car inspected and I was talking about it, and he's like, are you sure? I don't believe that you have a car. I've never seen it. I'm like, I've driven it to your house before. Just because you usually pick me up to get me to go places. I don't like driving at night, okay? I can't see at fucking night, and like, every fucking accident I've ever been in is because it's been dark. And like, the ones that were my fault. I had 2 accidents that were my fault. And it was fucking dark and I couldn't fucking see and like, whatever. The other 2 accidents were broad fucking daylight and I was stopped at a red light. So it's really not my fault except for I was stopped at a red light and I let you hit me, I guess. So the fuck. But it's like, I just don't like driving at night. Especially like, if I don't know where I'm going, and every single time I've ever, like, I swear to God, the one time I was driving to my friend's house for the first time, my GPS has decided when I couldn't see where I was going, and then there's someone behind me, and then I can't see because of the bright lights and everything. It's like, I don't know where you are. My GPS decided to fucking cut out, like, shit the bed on me, and I was like, all right, I'm lost in the dark, we just want to go home. Like, driving at night when I don't know where I'm going stresses me out. Driving when I don't know where I'm going stresses me out. Which it never used to. I used to just be like, whatever, I'll figure it out. And now, I don't know, it's my car. My car stresses me. I love my fucking car to death. But I love my car more than I love my own life. I'm a weird, sad human being. And that's why I don't want to drive her places. Like, what if... Especially because I have a very low front end. And, like, I used to, like... There's, like, a little part that hangs down under the bumper. It's just a little plastic buffer thing. And pulling into my old garage, it was just a little lip, and it would, every time you'd back out, you'd scrape. Not the bumper itself, just that little plastic part. It's like fucking trauma. It's so fucking low, and then when you have driveways that have hills, I'm like, I'd have to go on an angle to get... You gotta angle it right, and then you're like, otherwise I'm gonna rip my fucking bumper off backing out of a drive... Look... So I don't go if I don't know what parking lots. What does it look like? How do I do? Like, I have to know. I'm just like, I also feel like I'm driving a boat because my car's big, but like, that's why I don't leave my house. Okay. I just don't leave my house. I went from a weird party rant to whatever. I left my house today. I had to go to the eye doctor. So now I'm just like all hyped up because I talk to human beings, and even though that, like, usually stresses me out, like, my eye doctor office is pretty cool, and the people that work there are fun. So, like, You know, you're fun and you're like, oh my God, I talk to people. And now I'm on this people rant and I'm drinking a lot of coffee and like everything is great. And I will probably pass out in an hour and be like, too much humaning. I don't know. Look, I'm an introverted introvert, but sometimes you have that moment of extroversion where you're like, woohoo, I had so much fun. Oh my God, there's people and like I'm crazy and then I get exhausted real fast. But I'm on the high right now. Also drank a lot of coffee. Anyway. Really should do this part over. After that, we worked from morning until night getting the party arranged. Naturally, we had to run the cafe too. Busy was an understatement. Yet you planned a party for the next fucking day. Like, but again. Party right now? Okay, sure. Wait, what did I agree to, huh? It's a good way to get people to show up. People like me. In between mountains of party prep, we served our customers, and once the cafe was finally closed, we started juggling our tasks with household chores instead. That's why you plan a party for like a couple of days at least. Unless you're like, just come over, everybody, bring some shit. The next thing I knew, I was standing outside, staring up at the moon with a trash bag in hand. And like, this is definitely like, he's the rabbit in the moon. Is that what we were going with? Anyway, because like, first it was like the gibbous. And then it was like, and now it's slowly, I think it was a half moon the last time we looked, but it's going to be slowly moving its progression. And like, I have a feeling that is something to do with, you know, him, because the moon just plays such a big part in this. I'm looking at the moon? Huh? Good evening, Miss Waitress. The next thing I knew, a regular from the cafe was standing right in front of me. He's a regular from the cafe, but he calls you Miss Waitress. Is this the guy that was going to try to ask you out? He should at least know your fucking name. If they're a regular, they know your name. Like, I don't know everybody's name if I go to, like, Starbucks. But, like, if I went there constantly, I would. You know what I mean? Oh, hey there. I hastily snapped to my senses. Looked like you were glaring at the moon. What's wrong? I laughed vaguely and pressed a hand to my forehead. After the dream I had last night, you could say I had a slight grudge against the moon. What about you? What are you doing here? Would it be creepy if I said I was waiting for you? Like a little bit. Hold on. It's like so loud I can turn my volume down a little bit. For me? My music is loud. I don't know how about it's for you, but... Yeah. He averted his gaze awkwardly. No, it's not creepy. I'm flattered. It was my honest opinion of his affection for me. Oh, I see. I'm glad. I'm glad too. I mean, okay. You're trying to be nice to regular... No, it's not creepy. I have a boyfriend though, so, I mean, a little weird. You were really busy today, huh? Yeah, we're throwing a party tomorrow here at the cafe, and anyone's free to attend. Would you want to come? Party, huh? I'd love to, but I'm gonna be kind of busy tomorrow. Oh, okay. That sucks. You've been busy a lot lately, haven't you? We're showing an interest, Spacey. This is dangerous. As I recalled, the last time we met was when I went to the fish market with Kaguya. So we know... Yeah, okay, so this is the guy. The guy that tried to ask you out, and then you introduced your boyfriend, and like... Yeah, but whenever I see her smile, my fatigue just melts away. I've been coming by every week, ordering the same thing every time. That way you'd remember me. It's weird. It's weird. Say, but before you could continue... Puppet! A voice called for me, interrupting him. It's almost weird, because it's like they're throwing him in there, and you're just like, oh, it's some guy that was going to ask you out, and then, oh, you run into him. Like, and then now he's here, and then you're like, you have this weird, like, if he had a sprite, I would think that we're supposed to not be with Kaguya and date him somehow, or like, but that wouldn't make sense because it's Kaguya's route, unless that was like a bad ending, but he doesn't have a sprite, so it's like really weird. There's this like, what are you here for? Why are you here? Anyway. Kaguya, what's the matter? Isn't it obvious? You said you were going to put the rubbish out ages ago. I got worried and came to look for you. Kaguya snatched the trash bag out of my hand, then turned to the other man. Did you need something from her? If it's about the cafe, I can handle it. And it's funny because, like, Kaguya's gonna be like, did you need something? Because, like, you can ask me, buddy. But totally not like that, because he's like, did you need something? I can help you. Totally oblivious, because he's like, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'll come back some other time. Oh, okay. Smiling weakly, the man walked away. Here's the thing. You were trying to ask us out. Then you met our boyfriend. Why would you think, let me stand here and then just try to ask you out again? Like, that's a little weird. Buddy, I have a boyfriend. So, yes, it's a little creepy that you're standing outside. But he has a purpose, I'm sure. And it's to, like, either put some kind of a rift in between us so Kaguya gets mad at it, like, whatever, cause drama. Or he's got some kind of ulterior... Like, there's something to do. He's not just here for, like, oh, we gotta pad the runtime, so let's stuff him in. Because, like, dude, it's a little weird. Like, again, you're kind of interested in, okay, and, like, maybe you're gonna ask us out, and then all of a sudden Kaguya causes a scene, and, like, whatever. And I don't remember if the regular guy was there with Kaguya asking us out. Like, right there. But, so let's just say he wasn't. I don't remember. But the next time we meet you, we're like, oh, this is my boyfriend. Cool. And then you see him at the cafe every day. So you stand there waiting for me to come out so you could tell me that you're in love with me, even though you know I have a boyfriend? Like, everything else is totally fine. Like, oh, okay, I want to try to talk to you. And, like, whatever, you have no clue we have a boyfriend. Fine. But the second you know we have a boyfriend, it becomes creepy. Back the fuck off. And women, same thing. If the roles are reversed. You can be interested in a guy and, like, chat him up and kind of flirt a little. And then as soon as you know he has a girlfriend, back the fuck off. Back the fuck off. Like, oh, you're seeing someone. Okay, cool. I mean, we'll just be pals and I'll be friendly to you, but I'm not going to flirt with you, try to ask you out, stalk you outside your place of work. Like, back off. Like, out. Like, it's creepy no matter who you are. Like, because, hi, show some self-respect for yourself. Like, self-respect. Yeah, self-respect for yourself. Show some respect for yourself. Respect for the person that you're interested in. And respect for the person that they're fucking. Just all around. Anyway. Get off my soap. I gotta stop drinking coffee. Shall we put the rubbish out together? You're talking about the regular guy? Yeah, I get it. Okay. He started walking and I followed after him. How far is the trash bin? A long moment of silence passed. There was no chance in hell that Kaguya hadn't put two and two together by now. He must have realized that man's feelings for me and what he was about to say to me. Well, yeah. And now... Say, Puppet. Yes, Kaguya? He came to a stop and I followed suit. Meanwhile, the moon shone down on us, same as it had the night before. See, the rabbit, the moon... And like always, Kaguya was smiling. If that is not, like, a thing in here, I'm gonna be disappointed. Because they, like, hit it hard, you know? But the smile wasn't quite the same as usual. His eyes glittered. If I said I wanted to kiss you, would you be upset with me? Dear God, no. Why would I be upset? So you're saying it's all right, then? I mean, true, we have not kissed our boyfriend. The next moment, he put his hands on my shoulders and pressed his lips to mine. What? I don't get a CG of this? The fuck? Something wriggled its way to my mouth. I didn't understand what was happening, but I let it happen anyway. Girl, you better than that. Suffocated, I pushed back against his chest to try to get some air, but he grabbed my hand. Well, he's being a little forceful, wow. Puppet. Kaguya, I can't breathe! Literally me. Because I can't breathe through my... Because, like, you can try to breathe through your nose. Like, I can't breathe through my nose. Being a mouth breather sucks. I literally am, though. I haven't been able to breathe through my nose in, like, fucking decades. Jesus. Like, he devoured me again and again until I could scarcely stand. Wow. That sounds like payback for Gretel. What'd you get mad at? The moment I could finally breathe, my knees gave out and I collapsed on the spot. My first kiss wasn't some innocent tongue kiss. It was raw and hungry. You alright? Yeah, I'm okay. He helped me to my feet. I mean, Jesus, Kaguya, like... I mean, you got consent, so good, but simmer it down a little, buddy. I don't know what happened just now. I didn't mean to do that. Shall we head back? He smiled softly. Okay. My legs were unsteady, but I could still walk for the most part. So I took a step. First things first. Forgive me for this, puppet. Oh god, for what? Huh? Whoa! The next instant, he scooped me up in his arms. Alright. Look, I was right. Forgive me for this. Huh? I'm like, if you're picking me up, we okay. But, like, I don't know what else you're gonna do. Tried to, like, suffocate me with a kiss. Kind of okay with it, but... Seeing as I made you go all weak in the knees, I may as well make it up to you, yeah? Yeah, but you don't have to carry me bridal style. Shall I stop? With his handsome face so close to mine, my heart fluttered in my chest. No. Especially considering what just happened a moment ago. No, it's okay. I could feel my entire face burning right down to my collarbone. Right then, put your arms around my neck and hold on tight. Okay? Once I got a good grip on him, he started walking slowly. Oh, did you find your orange treat, little bird? I gave him a new mineral block. I don't give them to him often anymore because he tears through them in a day. That thing's literally the size of him. He'll be done with it in 2 days. But, you know, I'm trying to buy his affection because he hates me. He'll talk to me. Like, if I talk to him, he'll chirp, but he's still hesitant. But he just, like, he sees your hands and he's like, tail flares. He's like, but, and I clean out the cage and I put newspaper down. He usually has paper towels in there. My fucking god. Does that little fucker love paper? He's just all over. It's all a fucking mess. It's like, it's all over the place. He's chewed through it. Because like birds like to chew on things. But that's why I got him chewy toys. But he doesn't want to chew on the toys. He wants the paper in the bottom of the cage. Whatever, bird. What the fuck ever. And his mineral block. Like, he's a biter. Weirdo, but anyway. Once I got a good grip on him, he started walking slowly. Nice to get a good, close look at your pretty face. You sure it's not ugly? It's adorable. Ugh, kill me now. I'm sorry, puppet. Sorry for what? For putting you through all that. Oh, no, it's fine. Given our relationship, it was bound to happen sooner or later. It just happened a little sooner than I was expecting, that's all. I mean, a nice, simple, little chaste kind of kiss, or, you know, whatever, a nice, sweet kiss. Not a, like, I'm literally going to suffocate you to death. That was a little, came on a little strong there, sweetie. But still. We'll get our nice, sweet, delicate kiss CG later, I guess. We better. You've had to work all day long to make this party happen. Oh, that's what you meant! Hmm? Nothing! I'm sure you must be dead tired. You've been working just as many hours as I have. Nah, I'm alright. You sure he gets recharged in the moonlight? Sure, I'm sure. Compared to you, I've got it easy. Liar. I'm not, really. Besides, I'm a big, strong man. We've got more stamina, you know. Oh yeah, you think? Probably I'm lazy. Don't make it a gender thing. How am I supposed to argue with that? Punch him in the nuts and be like, well, how's that for your stamina? You can't. Scowling, I pouted my lips in a show of disapproval. When we get back, I want you to rest. I'll handle everything else. No can do, mister. Lest you forget, you're the VIP of tomorrow's party. I am? He's so sweet when he's like this. It's so beautiful. But it's also cute when he's standing there and the sleeve is over his hand. And I know it's like childish in a way. Like your sleeve's over your hand, but it's still fucking cute. Like, who doesn't every once in a while? You just want the giant sleeve so your hands are hidden. You just want to like hidey hands. It's like... I know that should bother me because I don't like the lolly boys. I'm like, no, and then he's doing this, like, cutesy, like, kid thing. But, like, I think it's different if it's, like, he's a grown man, but he's got, like, hidey hands, like, woo-hoo-hee, like, You're like, you're being a dork. But it's okay for, like, you to have childish moments overall being an adult. But, like, looking like a child is just weird. When every part of your personality is, like, you're... But... That... Yeah. Anyway. Damn right. And we need you well rested so you look your best. Right. But I can't trouble you any more than I already... Kaguya. Oh, like I told you, I'm trying to make you fall head over heels for me. If I stop now, that'll never happen. It's already happened as far as I'm concerned. Then I want more. You're greedier than you let on, aren't you? Maybe so. I turned away. She's so human. And then I reckon I'd better put some effort in for your sake as well. Sorry. Such as? Let's see. When we get back to the cafe, what say I make you a cuppa? Perfect! I'd love a cup of tea. Right, and then it's settled. Oh, Kaguya. I admired him as though he were the moon hanging above us. See? I'm just saying they keep bringing it up. Wearing his same old smile, he waited for me to continue. Hello, little bird. Let's give it everything we've got at tomorrow's party, okay? Right. Oh. Hello, puppet. It's me, Mr. Rabbit. See? And then he's Mr. Rabbit, and he's the rabbit in the fucking moon. It's been a week now since I moved in. We've only been dating him a week. Wow, we move fast. I'm okay with it. Which means it's been a week since we started dating. These days I've adjusted to life here, and writing in this diary has become a habit. Although we spend most of the day together, we don't get much time to talk when we're on the clock. Good thing we can make up for it here. You're energetic and cheerful, and you always give it your very best. I have so much love and respect for you, but at the same time, I worry you might be working yourself too hard. I'm not as skilled as you, so I might not be of much use. But just say the word and I'll do anything you need. Anything at all. Don't be shy. I'd love nothing more than to help you in any way I can. And so the night of the party rolled around. Some people played the piano, some people sang, some people chatted with others nearby, and some were even dancing. Welcome to my cafe. It's not much to look at, but I hope you'll have fun. Tonight, everything's on me. Cinderella's voice echoed across the room, followed by cheers. As for myself... Excuse me, can we get some drinks? Sure thing, just a moment. Hi, I heard you were having a party. We sure are. Come on in. Ladies get in free. Cover charge. Well, as you can see, I was super busy with bussing tables and other waitress work. I was constantly running in and out of the kitchen, so I didn't exactly have time to look for any ex-girlfriends. Still, the venue was overflowing with young ladies to an absurd degree. Ladies get in free. You just have to kiss me first. What? Cinderella can be a whore in this, and we're not dating him. Evidently, Cinderella had pulled some strings with his many connections. What connections, you ask? No clue. Either way, I was extremely grateful. All hail Cinderella! That was fun. As for Cinderella himself, he was already drunk, sipping wine and hitting on women. Oh, look at those lipstick marks all over his cheeks! I'm happy for you, buddy. Just please don't pass out. Anyway, while Cinderella was entertaining the ladies, we had Snow White cover the kitchen. Meanwhile, what of the party's VIP guest? Cuckoo Bear! Open wide! No, I can't. Our dear Cuckoo Bear was surrounded by fangirls. I stopped and stared at them for a moment until he noticed me looking and smiled awkwardly. I bit back my resentment and tried not to think about how badly I wanted to be over there feeding my boyfriend instead of them. Deep breath, Spacey. Shaking my less than kind thoughts away, I went back to work. The entire purpose of this party was to ferret out Kaguya's exes. Even if Cinderella was the host, Kaguya was the true VIP. To that end, I needed to take a supporting role to keep all the gears turning. And so, glancing at the giddy girls out of the corner of my eye, I cleared away a large pile of plates. Okay, then you feed me! Abruptly, I spun around in the opposite direction. On second thought, our objective was to find Kaguya's exes, not add new entries to his list of admirers. Whew, that was close. Almost took my eyes off the prize for a minute there. Oh. Just then I caught sight of a familiar face. I know her. She's the haughty lady who dumped Kaguya at the cafe, so why would she come back? Then I heard another voice behind me. It was the girl we bumped into at the shopping district. Sweet. If Kaguya was the flame, then they were the moths. We all froze on the spot to process the situation, but then voices called out from the crowd. Kaguya, there you are! Kagi-pai! Oh dear, looks like we got a full house in here. Good God, this whore! He doesn't even remember it. You don't even know what you've done with any of these women. I mean, you could have just held hands and been flirty and, led them on. Or you could have just, who knows what you did to get a night's sleep someplace. I'm just like... Okay, so, just to confirm, all of you've dated Kaguya at some point in the past, correct? Once the party came to an end, the interrogation began. This was our big chance to rediscover Kaguya's past. And yet... Kagi-pai! Kagi-pai! Hey, will you get off him? He's my boyfriend. And another thing, you don't seriously call him Kagi-pai, do you? Barf. Excuse me? Are you delusional? Kaguya's my boyfriend, not yours. Keep telling yourself that, ladies. The boy is mine. I did not have enough, voices to keep track of who's who. Weren't too many. Oh my god. I can't do this. They're not listening to a word I say. Then again, I guess this does technically answer my question. You're a real ladies' man, eh? Cinderella was sitting in a chair, smirking at the unfolding carnage. Next to him sat Snow White, reading a book and occasionally glancing over at us. Both were clearly enjoying the spectacle. Then again, I guess anyone would break out the popcorn in a situation like this. Not much they can really do to rescue him from 4 ex-girlfriends and 1 current girlfriend. Meanwhile, Kaguya stood wordlessly in the center of the crowd. More accurately, his lips were pursed together in a silent smile. Now, everyone, let's all settle down. Being Kaguya's actual girlfriend afforded me a certain level of confidence. But apparently this confidence struck a nerve with the exes, because they turned and fired a fusillade... Isn't it fusillade? It's fuselage, isn't it? Is fusillade a different thing? I don't know, anyway. A verbal attacks in my direction. You stay out of this! You're the slut who stole Kaguya from me! I will fucking take you down, bitch! Oh, you think you're above it all, little Miss Goody Two-Shoes? Who even are you and how do you know him? You monster! How could you? As you can see, they really let me have it. My name is Spacey, and I'm Kaguya's current girlfriend. Nevertheless, I remained calm and composed, hoping to keep things civil. Spacey would have thrown punches. I would not have. Unfortunately, this seemed to have the opposite effect. In a game, absolutely throwing punches. I tried to ignore them as best I could, but they all saw me as the thief who stole their boyfriend by manipulating and seducing him. It's awesome to know I have that kind of power. Oh, makes me feel good. I manipulated him. I seduced him. Yeah, because I'm so fucking sexy. Have you... Yeah, whatever. Closing my eyes, I took a deep breath and... How will you conduct yourself in front of these women? The right answer is, hold ourselves back. Everyone, hear me out. Unprompted, Kaguya suddenly shouted over the noise. This startled not only me, but everyone in the room, including Cinderella and Snow White. After all, he was normally the quiet type who hardly ever raised his voice. The room fell silent. Then Kaguya spoke again, more quietly but still firmly and audibly. I'm sorry, but Spacey is my girlfriend. Oh, Kaguya. I was overcome with the desire to hug him on the spot, but I knew doing so would result in an ass-kicking. So I followed the social code and balled my hands into fists to brace myself against it. Monster! You monster! Their anger seemed to evaporate, and instead they burst into tears. Now I was starting to feel bad for them. I'm really sorry. Kaguya reached out to one of the crying girls and stroked her hair. Excuse me? Why are you doing that? Clearing my throat, I decided to move this conversation along. Alright, ladies, since not all of us are on the same page, allow me to explain. This man, Kaguya, has amnesia. At this, the women burst into an uproar. You're joking. How? Kaguya! But we were in love! Come on, it's me! Don't you recognize me? You don't remember me, Kagipai? It's fucking great. It's a train wreck. They closed in on him, screaming and grabbing at him. From the looks of things, only the women who dumped him at the cafe seemed to know about his amnesia. Only the woman, sorry. Oh. Surrounded by his exes, Kaguya was still wearing his usual smile, but his complexion was growing paler and paler by the second. It was stressful for the poor man. Excuse us real quick. I pulled Kaguya away from them and sat him down with Cinderella and Snow White. Where are you going with him? Given the direction things are going, I've decided to let Kaguya sit this out. I thought they'd play nice in front of the other guys, but who am I kidding? Girls these days are aggressive. Me included. You don't get to decide anything! They stormed over to me without even a glance at the men. Okay, Snow White is not going to put up a fight. We could, literally fucking, and he'd fall over. Nor is he going to do anything. He'd literally not do anything, but we could take him. Any one of these bitches could take him. Poke him a little, he'd fall over. Cinderella's too drunk and enjoying this. The bitches are running the show. They're going to kill us all. I'm just saying. In response, I positioned myself in front of Kaguya and held both arms out like a point guard. Move! I'm here to talk to him, not you! I get where you're coming from, but I'm not going anywhere. Why not? Yeesh! As an aside, Cinderella was currently extremely uncomfortable in the middle of this catfight. I was outnumbered, but before things could get any worse, I was rescued by the great and merciful Snow White. Shut up. He spoke only 2 words, yet his icy gaze froze everyone in its wake. Wow, okay, he's got more power than I thought he did. Then after a moment of silence, he spoke again. What do you people want from Kaguya? Is he your toy? Your property? These women recoiled, all except for the one I thought was the most level-headed, as irony would have it. Yeah, that's right! Kagipai is my property! He does whatever I tell him to! Same for me! And me! Each of them insisted that they owned Kaguya. Pursing my lips, I balled my hands into fists once more. Interesting. Do you have any proof of ownership? Proof? Yeah, anything that proves he's yours. Snow White crossed his legs, rested his elbow on the table, and stared down at Kaguya with distant, somber eyes. Fucking getting lawyered by Snow White over here. He has amnesia, remember? So if you have any proof, bring it here and show it to him. And maybe then he'll remember. But I don't... Sorry, my hair, fucking stuck under my headset, poking me. Have any? Well, I do! I've got plenty of keepsakes from our time together. Well then, as soon as you find them, bring them here. I'll give you, a week or so. What? There's a deadline? Of course there is. I mean, if you have the proof, then I'm sure you could bring it as early as tomorrow, right? For once, Snow White was actually smiling, smirking even. To make it worth your trouble, I'll even give you an incentive. If you bring us your proof, your keepsakes or whatever, and it successfully jogs Kaguya's memory, then we'll consider you his real girlfriend. That's a good plan. That way there's no hard feelings. Right. Yeah, maybe so. And so the four of them determined that this was, in fact, a good idea. Again! Okay, can we just... Look, I know I'm always joking, like, it's a man harem, they're my men, I keep my boys. But, like, boys are not pets. You do not own them. I get it, he's trying to help, but he's kind of like, you're giving away Kaguya, who is a human being, who has a right to choose. It's like, oh, sorry, puppet, but she brought things that jogged my memory, so I'm hers now. Like, this is the registered chip. Scan him. I put a chip in him. It's my fucking... Man, the days that happen. Like, you fucking chip your dog and someone says, my dog. Excuse me, scan his fucking chip. It's my fucking dog. I have him registered. Like, do you do that to your boyfriend? Well, you didn't get your ownership chip re-registered, bitch. You're mine. What the fuck? There's something so wrong with this. Also, I'm concerned because I'm like, what if he remembers something and then we're going to have to give our boyfriend away? Wait. This game has made me feel like it'll be like, oh, well, I guess Kaguya is not my boyfriend anymore. That's going to be a bad ending somewhere. Anyway. You're all fine with that, right? After all, the whole reason you gathered them here was to try to get Kaguya's memories back, right? I mean, I'm not. It's hard to argue with that statement. I want Kaguya's memory back, but I'm not giving him up to one of these bitches. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go there. I want Kaguya's memory back, but I'm not letting one of these cunts take him. Like, I will kill them. Oh, you brought its memories back. Come with me into the back so I can hit you over the head and drown you in a fucking lake. Well, I'm gonna take a bitch out. He's mine. I own him now. Not giving up my ownership. You have papers? Did you register him as a pedigree? Like what? Come on. As I cleared away all the dirty plates, I rubbed my lower back. I was exhausted, both physically and emotionally. Meanwhile, Cinderella and Snow White were out escorting Kaguya's exes home, since it had gotten late. Aren't they nice? Gotta sneeze. Sorry. That left me and Kaguya to take care of cleanup unsupervised. Unsupervised? You alright, puppet? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. No? You should rest. I'll handle the rest of it. Kaguya took the plates from my hands. It'll get done faster if I help. I grabbed a plate from a different table. Yeah, but I can tell you're running on empty. Just take it easy. Right back at you. I rolled up my sleeves and got to work washing all those dirty dishes. He's like, you're running on empty, so are you, but if we do it together, I get to be near you. Let's wash the dishes together, arms linked. I'll use my right hand, you use your left. Our other hands will hold hands and we'll just... What? We might lose him soon. We might have to give him away to his proper owner, so... it's literally like we're talking about a dog. Anyway. Well, Snow White was a huge asset during the party. He sure left one heck of a mess back here. I'll wash them and you dry them. Right you are. Once I finished cleaning a plate, I handed it to him and he dried it off. For a while, the only sound was the hiss of running water and the clinking of flatware. Good thing we found your exes pretty quick, huh? Yeah. I glanced at him out of the corner of my eye. A shadow had fallen over his smile. Did anything they said jog your memory at all? Not even once. Did anything they said? I mean, it's the right tense, but it just sounds wrong. I don't know. That sucks. After a moment of silence, I donned a tone and a forced cheer. This has all gotten quite complicated, hasn't it? If their keepsakes actually help you remember, then... I trailed off. If Kaguya successfully regained his memories as a result, then he'd be handed off to some other woman. Again, he's not a dog. Frankly, after hearing the way they spoke about him, I got the sense that they hadn't treated him very well at all. Well, no, because here's the thing. He does whatever I say because he's got no memory and he's trying to keep everyone happy, especially like the childhood trauma thing. That's exactly what's happening. They'd be like, oh, I need you to go do this. Oh, I need you to go. It's nice. Like, if you have someone and you're dating someone, right? Or you have someone in your life that you're like, oh, that you can rely on for things like, oh crap, I need to go, do something. Like, I was sick one time. I had a stomach bug, right? And I was dating someone at the time, and he like left the house. Okay, no, I'll go get you like Gatorade, because I was like puking constantly. It was like bad. It was like food poisoning or something. I don't know. But he's like, get you that ginger ale. Do you need anything else? Actually went to the store, got me stuff, brought it back. That's nice. Like someone to do nice things for you. And you'd think, well, that's like a normal human thing. But I dated a lot of assholes. Would have been like, whatever, I guess you're going to have to go get that shit. Like, but it's like, and then like, it actually had to be a stomach bug because I think he ended up getting it. So he came to my house and was sleeping on my couch. And like, normally, like, there's the part of it that's like, well, now I can't like watch TV or do anything because you're trying to nap on my couch when you're sick. But it's like, okay, what do you need? You want me to put this music on? This is what you want? Okay, cool. I'll go in the bedroom. Do you want me to stay here? Like, what? You support each other. And like, that's a normal thing. Someone's sick, you're going to do things for them. But there's a point where if you're like, oh shit, I don't have I'll go out and get it for you. Yeah, could you go do that for me? Yeah, could you go do that for me? Could you go do that for me? And then all of a sudden you stop appreciating it. You're not like, yeah, I really appreciate that this person does all this stuff. Let me do something nice for them too. They're not. They got used to, at first it seemed nice. Oh, Kaguya is so great. He does all these things for me. Oh, wait, Kaguya does all these things for me. And they slowly fell into this. And maybe they were always assholes to begin with, but I'm sure you could have been nice and sweet. And it was just, oh my God, this guy does all this nice stuff for me. It's so great. And, all of a sudden you slip into like, take advantage of it a little bit because, it's new and nobody else used to do all this nice stuff for me. And then all of a sudden you're like, yes, I own you now. And that's where they are. They fell into this, I own you now because he does all these nice things for me and he does whatever. So then they stop thinking of him as a person and he's just literally their puppet. We're his puppet and he's their puppet, But even though he's constantly doing nice things for us, we're always trying to, no, I got to do something for you. No, you can't keep doing that. Like, we're a decent person. Oh, sure, we enjoy it when he does nice shit for us. Like, oh, this is great. Am I taking advantage of him? Maybe a little. Like, we're at least aware of it. Snow White's word echoed in my mind. Is he your toy? Yeah, he would have done whatever they asked, because he was trying to please everyone, like, poor thing. I should have stood up for him right then and there. I should have told him that Kaguya wasn't a prize to be won. But I didn't. And that was because I gave up on clearing away the gloom in the air and instead spoke quietly. Are you still opposed to getting your memories back? Good question. Hard to say without knowing what those memories are, really. But I reckon I was probably a right asshole. Just look at how many women I've cheated on all this time. And what a slimy git I was. Maybe you broke up with some of them before you... But before I finished my sentence, I realized... No, he probably didn't. If he'd ended things properly, these women wouldn't still be so hung up on him. And they were all crying, weren't they? I can't imagine how many people I must have hurt all these years. I'm such a monster. Is it possible Kaguya is a monster? Hold on. Quick save. Because we're gonna get a bad ending. Oh, interesting. Is it possible Kaguya is a monster? Maybe. Sounds bad. No! Wow. No is the bad ending. Huh. I stopped and regarded him with a serious look. No, you're not. I wasn't joking around. Neither was he, of course, but unlike me, he was still smiling faintly. You're not a monster, Kaguya. Guess he is. As I made my feelings clear, the corners of his lips twitched. How do you know that? You don't even know me. Uh-oh. But it was too late to take back what I said. You're right, I don't know you, but I do know you. Well, that makes no sense. Sorry, but that's just how it is. We may have only known each other for a short time, but that's still valid. Are you sure about that? What? Are you sure I haven't been lying to you? Were you? Tell me, Kaguya, what did you lie to me about? You can have this mask as a memento. I reckon this is farewell. Interesting. Kaguya! Well, that's an interesting end. The Moon Prince. Okay! Alright, I told you! Maybe it's not the rabbit in the moon, but it's something that the Moon Prince has left you for a distant land, leaving behind only his mask. Hey, mister! How come he up and vanished like that? Well, you see, it's because he didn't want to stay here any longer. Hey, mister! How come he didn't want to stay here any longer? Well, you see, it's because he didn't want to be anyone's toy. Hey, mister! If he didn't want to be anyone's toy, how come he didn't just use his words and say so? Well, you see, it's because he's incapable of saying no to people, especially people he already feels indebted to. Get it? It's interesting that if we say, no, you're not a monster, you're trying to reassure someone. He's like, how do you know? I guess I'm out. Like, it's weird. I definitely would have gotten this bad ending on the first run if we weren't playing with a guide, because it would have been like, you're not a monster! Sweetie, no! And then he would have been like, peace out, bitch. So that was our bad end. We're going to load and go back through, but I think this is a good place to stop because we're at about an hour. So instead of continuing, we'll stop here. So yeah, we will reload that save and go, maybe, the next part. So I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.